What was the economic impact of the Cold War? What was the economic impact of the Cold War? This question takes us back to a time when two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in an ideological battle. This conflict shaped economies around the world and had lasting effects that we still feel today. At its core, the Cold War led to massive military spending. The United States invested heavily in defense, leading to increased national debt. This spending was aimed at developing advanced technologies and maintaining military readiness to counter the spread of communism. As a result, defense industries flourished, but other sectors sometimes suffered due to this focus on militarization. On the other side, the Soviet Union also poured resources into military production. This effort was essential for maintaining its influence over allied communist nations. However, this focus came at a cost. The Soviet economy struggled to provide consumer goods, leading to shortages and declining living standards for many citizens. By the 1970s, the Soviet economy faced stagnation, with low growth rates becoming a common theme. Trade patterns during this time were heavily influenced by ideology. The Soviet Union primarily traded with other communist countries, limiting its economic interactions with the West. This isolation created inefficiencies and hindered economic growth. Meanwhile, the United States enjoyed a more dynamic trade environment, benefiting from its capitalist system. In the 1980s, the Soviet Union attempted to reform its economy under Mikhail Gorbachev. These efforts included reducing military spending and introducing limited market reforms. Unfortunately, these attempts did not yield the desired results. The economy continued to decline, contributing to the eventual collapse of the Soviet Union. From the perspective of communism, the Cold War highlighted the challenges faced by capitalist economies. The intense militarization and focus on profit often overshadowed social welfare. The economic struggles of the Soviet Union can be viewed as a response to external pressures from capitalist nations, rather than flaws within communist principles. The Cold War also led to the development of military-industrial complexes in both superpowers. This competition spurred technological advancements, many of which found applications beyond the military. In summary, the economic impact of the Cold War was marked by heavy military expenditures, economic stagnation in the Soviet bloc, and limited trade between opposing systems. These factors ultimately strained the Soviet economy and contributed to its collapse. The effects of this ideological conflict continue to shape global economic policies and relationships today.